Welcome to Social Food Network. I'm Simon Miller, back with some more chef basics today. If you are enjoying our basic skills, please subscribe down the bottom to the channel so we can keep producing great videos for you guys. One that a lot of people want to know is asparagus. How do we cook it? How do we use asparagus? So I'm going to show you two ways today, so stay tuned to the end of the video. We're going to prep it and I'm going to cook it in an emulsion, which I personally think is the best way. And we're going to do a velouté, really quick velouté as well, which is basically just an asparagus with soup. So we are using all the asparagus. There's going to be zero wastage, and yeah, you're going to learn great skills here. Okay, asparagus. So this is obviously English asparagus. For my personal preference, it's the best asparagus in the world. So we're going to get our knife in just below the tip, and we're going to take off these little bits here. So just take off the top couple, okay? And then the best way to do it is if you just break it and you'll snap where it's naturally ripe. So all these bits that we're peeling off, we are going to use. That's going to make our velouté, so don't worry about that. Best way to peel it is use your board nice and flat, a nice peeler, and just go from top to the bottom. Just turn the asparagus as you're peeling and take off a nice thin layer. If you get the really thin stuff, then you can just eat the skin, that's absolutely fine. But on these bigger, sort of meatier, chunky ones, you really need to peel them. The skin is quite bitter. So we're just going to take all that off so you can see one beautifully prepared spear there. I'm just going to do another one. Okay, so tips off, just below the tip here. Taking off all the little spines. I'm going to snap it, and it's going to snap where it's right. And then the peeler straight down from the top. You try and obviously turn it and keep the peeler in the same place, and you obviously end up with a much neater finish. So just turning the asparagus and we're peeling. Nice and easy. Wonderful. So there you go. So just going to continue that to do the whole bunch. Guys, so we're down to the last one now. Turning it, just peeling it. You can see all our spears are nicely peeled there, all ready to go. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put this asparagus to one side, and I'm going to show you how to whip up this really quick, really tasty asparagus velouté. Cool. Pan, nice and hot, a little bit of oil. So just a little bit of veg oil to start, and a little bit of butter. I've got down the front, my shallots, with a little bit of garlic, so we're going to add those. And straight away, some salt in with the shallots. So we're only sweating these, we don't really want colour, we're just sweating them just to bring out the natural sweetness for sort of 3 to 4 minutes. Asparagus, so this is all the peel and the stalky bits that we have broken off. I've just thinly sliced them. So you want obviously them to cook quite quickly so we keep a nice sort of green colour. So we're just going to stir them round. We're just going to get the heat into them now. Then I add a little bit more salt. So always add a bit more salt as you're cooking. So I'm just going to heat this asparagus through now. Keep stirring it. It's now wilted down to for about 2 to 3 minutes. I'm going to add the stock. So I'm using chicken stock today. You can use vegetable stock if you want to. If you make the stock so it's hot, obviously it's going to be much quicker. So we're going to add our chicken stock. We're not going to add any potato or anything to this. It's just going to be the asparagus. So we don't want to add too much stock because we want, you know, a nice sort of creamy velouté. And there we go. So we've added our chicken stock. We're going to bring this to the boil. Because it's a green soup, we want to keep it green. So I'm going to bring this to the boil, and I'm going to cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes. It's now had sort of 4 to 5 minutes simmering here. Just to help with the green colour, let's keep it nice and vivid green. I'm just going to put a handful of, this is just young spinach, so about a handful of baby spinach in. That's going to give it a nice sort of green colour as well. And add a few more vitamins in there. Once I've added that, a little bit of double cream. So I'm probably going to go about 100 ml of double cream. And then we're going to sort of boil that for another 2 to 3 minutes. So double cream in. And just bring that to the boil, 2 to 3 minutes. cooking for 2 to 3 minutes now. I've transferred it to a blender, so it's a jug blender. It's going to make it nice and smooth and creamy. I've scooped out the asparagus and a little bit of the liquid. We can always add a little bit more, so don't go in too much at the beginning. We can always add some more. Just going to waz this up now. Wonderful, so it's now blended, it's now nice and smooth. So I've got here just a sieve, fine sieve over a pan. I'm just going to strain it off now. So obviously we don't want any of the little sort of stringy asparagus bits in there. So into the sieve, just use the back of a ladle just to help push it through. You spent all that time blending it nice and smooth, so just do this quite carefully, quite gently. Let's get it all through. Got a lovely nice colour to it. We'd say it's now passed through, so we're just going to season this up. A little bit of cracked black pepper, a little bit of salt, and then I've got here, this is optional but I personally like it, just a little hint of white truffle oil. So, just a few drops, it's quite strong, so just a couple of drops. Stir that in. Wonderful. So that's our velouté finished, nice, quick, vibrant, easy. So moving on to the actual asparagus itself. We're going to cook this in what's called an emulsion. So it's a little bit of water. And it's equal parts butter. So in with the water, in with the butter. A little bit of salt. And then in with the asparagus. Try and keep it in one sort of nice flat layer. A little bit of cracked black pepper. Now all we're going to do is we're going to wait for the water to come up to the boil so the butter will melt. That's going to make your emulsion. It's going to glaze the asparagus, so it's basically, because we're cooking it so quickly, the asparagus is going to stay really sort of nice and full of flavour. It's not going to be boiled for hours, and that's going to cook our asparagus really nicely. It's going to stay nice and green. The asparagus quite classically with a little bit of Serrano ham and a fried egg. Okay, so the tip to frying an egg is a pan that's nice and not too hot. So you want to see it go white when you put it in, but you don't want it sort of really bubbling and sizzling and spitting. So you want to keep that white really white, and we don't want it all crispy around the edge. So you have a little look at our asparagus. That's nicely now the emulsion has come together. Turn that egg down and it's just going to cook really nice and slowly. I'm going to go a little bit of salt, a little bit of cracked black pepper. We're just going to cook that through gently. At the point of almost being ready now for plating, so the asparagus, you can see it's lovely green, it's nice and glazed. I'm just going to finish that up with a tiny drizzle of truffle oil. So just a little bit over the asparagus. So we're going to use that emulsion as a little garnish for the top. My egg's perfectly cooked, it's a nice yellow yolk. The white is perfectly white, there's no sort of black burnt crispy bits around the outside, which is what we want for this. Great for a fry up, I get that, but for this dish we want it nice and clean and white. So to plate the asparagus, as generous as you like, spears onto a plate. I'm going to go with the egg. So if you've got a fish slice, perfect. I'm just going to go with a spoon, nice and easy, onto our asparagus. And then, to finish it all off, got a little bit of Serrano ham. So I'm just going to rip that up, and I'm just going to go on with that, in and around. Drizzle a little bit of the emulsion over. So it's just going to make it a little bit more nice, flavourful. And then we'll finish that with a little bit of cracked pepper over the asparagus. And that's the asparagus dish, dead simple, nice and done. And then we've got our velouté as well. So the velouté, got a nice bowl ready. Just going to pour in that, so the colour's beautiful. It's really tasty, really fresh. Because we cooked it so quickly, it's got a lovely sort of taste to it. So we're going to go in with that. Finish that with a little bit of cracked black pepper over the top. And there you go guys, there's asparagus two ways in one video. You've got your beautiful spears that have been cooked in an emulsion, served with a nice egg and some Serrano ham, and then the asparagus veloute, dead simple, dead quick. If you've enjoyed what you've seen today, I really hope you have. Please consider subscribing to Social Food Network, ring that bell for the notifications, and if you do have any comments for the video, please let us know, and we will answer them and look forward to seeing you all guys very soon. Take care, goodbye.